The day the devil walked into a church and no one noticed. What would you do if the devil himself walked into your church, sat quietly in the back row, and smiled like he knew all your secrets? Because one Sunday morning, in a sleepy town where nothing ever happens, something happened. Something no one ever talks about, but everyone remembers. And before you assume it's just a tale, let's just say this visitor left footprints. And they were smoking. Stay with me, because this story, it gets darker, funnier, and way weirder than you think. It all started in a tiny church that could barely hold 50 people, if 10 of them agreed to stand. The kind of place where old wooden pews creak louder than the choir. Every Sunday, Pastor Elijah delivered sermons with the intensity of a man who once arm-wrestled temptation and won. Or so we thought. Now picture this. It's a regular service. Grandma Martha's falling asleep again. The Wilson twins are arguing over who gets the hymnal, and Brother Thomas just sneezed on the communion bread. Again. Then, the door opens. Not creaks. Not slides. It bursts open. Cold wind rushes in, but it's mid-July. And standing at the door is a man dressed in the finest black suit anyone's ever seen. Sharp, polished shoes, hair so slick it could reflect the moon, and those eyes glowing, red, like the embers of a campfire that wants to roast you. The entire room freezes, but he doesn't speak. He just walks, calmly, silently, each step echoing like thunder in that tiny chapel. He takes a seat, third pew, dead center, smiles at Pastor Elijah like they've met before. And that's when everything starts to get weird. The choir starts singing out of tune. The lights flicker, twice. And the church cat, Miss Fluffy, bolts straight out the window like she saw a demon. Which, well, maybe she did. Pastor Elijah, trying to stay cool, wipes his forehead, which is suddenly very sweaty, and says, "Welcome, brother. May I ask your name?" The man tilts his head, grins, and answers, "Lucien, just passing through." Lucien, as in Lucifer. Yeah. But here's the kicker. Nobody leaves. They all stay, frozen between fear and fascination. Because this devil, he's not here to destroy the church. He's here for testimony. Lucien begins to sing. Yes, sing. A deep, velvet voice. Richer than gospel, smoother than jazz. And everybody joins in. Even Grandma Martha wakes up. People swear they've never felt more alive, or terrified, or confused. After the final hymn, Lucien stands, nods respectfully, and walks out. No fire, no brimstone, just out. But here's where it gets creepy. When the pastor turns to collect the donation envelopes, they're full, to the brim, with coins from 1666, still warm, still glowing, and smelling faintly of sulfur. That was the last time anyone saw Lucien. But the church still sings that same hymn every Sunday, and every now and then, a seat in the third pew remains mysteriously warm. So, was it the devil, a prank, or something in between heaven and hell? I don't have all the answers. But if you want more stories that make your skin crawl, your brain itch, and your soul laugh nervously, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell, so you never miss when something unholy walks into the ordinary. Thanks for watching, and remember, next Sunday, maybe check who's sitting in the third pew.